Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The fourth edition of the African Startup Conference starts on Saturday, a major three-day event for the African entrepreneurs and investors. A delegation of Algerian startups visits Japan, aiming to discover new technologies and the local entrepreneurship ecosystem. The national football team is in the 10th group for the upcoming World Cup, along with Argentina, Austria and Jordan. At the end of this edition, we're taking you to San Francisco to discover an Algerian-inspired restaurant that makes unique pizza, a place where our community gathers in a purely Algerian atmosphere. Welcome back. Innovation takes center stage in Algiers as the capital prepares to host the 4th African Startup Conference, a major continental event gathering young entrepreneurs, investors and experts from across the African continent. Melissa Kabesh with the details.
In Algiers, African innovation is in the spotlight. The city is gearing up for the 4th African Startups Conference, an event that has become a key driver of collaboration across the continent's fast-growing entrepreneurial scene. Many startups, investors and sector specialists will gather in the Algerian capital to exchange experience, develop new partnerships and explore investment opportunities.
The event aims to promote the African startup ecosystem and reinforce cooperation among nations in developing tech-driven solutions tailored to local needs.
La quatrième conférence africaine des startups qui se tiendra.
The 4th Startup Conference is a boon for these to present their products and services, connect with potential buyers and gain exposure on the continental stage.
Avec des investisseurs, avec de potentiels acheteurs aussi.
Technology and creativity are now essential levers for economic development in Africa. Startups are emerging as powerful engines for innovation, modernization and job creation, contributing to a more competitive and inclusive economy.
Startups play a strategic role in development of the African continent. They modernize our traditional sectors, attract investors, and contribute in the building of a stronger economy, alongside great thousands of job positions.
L'Algérie occupe une place stratégique dans cette dynamique.
Algeria, with its geographical position, its talents and public policies supporting entrepreneurship, the country is becoming a hub of opportunities where collaboration can turn into concrete and sustainable projects.
Startup africaine peut se transformer en projet concret et durable.
The conference will take place in Algiers from December the 6th to the 8th. Through this event, Algeria reaffirms its ambition to establish itself as the regional center of technological entrepreneurship and to contribute to building an Africa that invents, undertakes, and moves forward.
The Algerian entrepreneurship ecosystem is drawing attention. A delegation of Algerian business incubator managers has visited the Hosea University with the aim to discover joint support mechanisms. Report by Amira Medahi, taken up by Melissa Kabesh.
Here at Hosei University in Japan, students traded classrooms for a unique opportunity. A high-level delegation from the Algerian Business Incubators Authority toured the university's innovation centers and startup incubation programs, exploring how cutting-edge technology drives economic growth.
It's a good opportunity for students to learn something new from other countries' people, and also they are pretty motivated for starting up or entrepreneurship.
When we heard the presentation, it's so impressive what the ASEP program is doing and what the entrepreneurial organizations in Algeria are doing. It was so impressive.
They also met with Algerian experts working in Japan, learning from their experience in research and development.
Japanese counterparts expressed admiration, noting that they were impressed to see that Algerian side came well prepared, with solid expertise and real desire for mutual knowledge exchange, not a one-way partnership.
وجات تتبادل هذه المعلومات وهذا راح يكون للطرفين ادفانتج للطرفين.
The Algerian state is providing strong support, giving us the opportunity to observe what's happening internationally and adapt best practices to our own landscape. These exchanges were very enriching and beneficial, offering new perspectives on cooperation and entrepreneurship.
As I said, we connect our startups.
Building bridges between Japanese know-how and Algerian talent is a strategic step forward, paving the way for more innovation, competitive and globally connected startups across both nations.
We offer certification training even before joining the
The deputy chairperson of the African Union Commission, Selma Malika Haddadi, affirmed that the peace agreement between the Amhara government and the People's Amhara Fano organization in Ethiopia is the result of the African Union efforts to bring back peace. We'll listen.
يعد التوقيع على اتفاقية السلام الدائم بين
Regarding the permanent peace agreement between the Amhara regional government and the Fano Popular Movement, intensive efforts are underway to end the conflict in this region. This marks an important first step towards establishing lasting peace. The African Union has encouraged both parties to engage in direct negotiations without any intervention or traditional mediation. This approach aligns with the principle of African solutions to African problems and aims to silence the guns. By bringing the parties to the negotiation table, the African Union seeks to lay the foundations for durable peace. It is not an easy process, speaking directly and trying to find solutions to the issues that have fueled tensions and conflict in this region. If successful, this will pave the way for the restoration of stability, public services, and all that the Ethiopian people and the Amhara region aspire to.
A historic peace agreement between Ethiopia's Amhara region and the Fano movement ends years of conflict, brokered by the African Union with key diplomatic support, marking a step towards lasting stability. Basmafar.
A lasting peace agreement between the Amhara regional government in Ethiopia and the Fano Popular Movement has been signed, an agreement that silences guns, ends years of conflict, and restores stability across the region.
Today is a historic day for peace for the people of our region. There is no winner or loser in any conflict. Peace serves everyone, and this agreement will bring great relief to communities longing for safety. Dialogue and negotiations are the key to resolving our disputes, problems, and conflicts, a wise and prudent approach.
The deal was brokered by the African Union, with a major contribution from the Deputy Chairperson of the AU Commission Ambassador, Selma Malika Haddadi, reaffirming Algeria's and the AU's commitment to supporting stability on the continent, free from all foreign interference.
The African Union demonstrates its ability to support peaceful solutions. This agreement is a step towards stability, paving the way for a new phase of de-escalation with a need for broad community reconciliation.
This agreement is a strong step that lays the groundwork for a stable future and the return of peace to the country. The Amhara region reaffirming the success of African diplomacy in addressing the continent's crisis at a time when the emerging African context demands a renewed and reinforced AU presence across all African issues.
During the 22nd meeting of the states parties to the Convention of the Prohibition of the Use, Stockpiling, Production and Transfer of Anti-Personnel Mines and on their destruction held in Geneva, Algeria presented its pioneering experience in mine clearance with the national capacities, as well as the mechanisms put in place by the state to protect and support victims of anti-personnel mines, reaffirming its full commitment to the Convention and its objective. Moreover, Algeria stressed the need for state parties to comply with the Convention and to strengthen joint efforts with the aim to achieving a world free of mines. The destructions of houses and the expels are increasing in Morocco, which confirms once again the social injustice suffered by the Moroccan people. Details in this report. While life conditions keep worsening in Morocco, the citizens are facing sudden destruction decisions and arbitrary expels implemented with a brutal cruelty, leaving no real alternative that can ensure a minimum of dignity. Thousands of Moroccan families are waiting for an intervention that will reduce their suffering, but their struggle is met with silence and repression. The destruction and expel policy is bleeding the Moroccan people as it takes the citizens' money and dignity. Many of them became homeless, which increases the social pressure. But nothing is changing with the Makhzen that prefers brutal repression instead of real solutions to the growing problems. The Moroccans are paying a heavy price. Till when will they be able to resist? It's now official. Algeria's opponents at the upcoming FIFA World Cup to be held in USA, Canada and Mexico are Austria, the world champion Argentina and Jordan.
Algeria.
This will be Algeria's 5th appearance at the finals and their first in 12 years.
Yep, Algeria, we have to skip again, guys, because in Group I, Senegal are there, and they're from the same confederation, so they go into Group J, position 2. Argentina's first game at the World Cup holders against Algeria.
Jordan.
Jordan were one step away from reaching the 2014 World Cup, and this time they'll be making their tournament debut.
Yep, we skip another.
In the heart of San Francisco, an Algerian-style pizza restaurant has become a key meeting point for the diaspora, offering flavors with an Algerian touch and a warm atmosphere that recalls home. Basma Farah.
In one of America's most multicultural cities, an Algerian-style pizza restaurant in San Francisco has quietly grown into a true community anchor, a place where flavors, memories and people meet.
The whole community comes here on weekends to talk about home and about life. We sit comfortably eating square pizzas, as called pizza carré, and marga sandwiches. It helps ease a bit of the nostalgia. Here we support each other. New arrivals get help from older members of the diaspora. We work every day, and with all that constant stress, coming here lets you rest and talk with other Algerians. Whoever have the smallest issue or needs something from back home comes here and we help them.
This place turns into a meeting point every weekend where Algerians reconnect, unwind and speak with one familiar voice.
I enjoy working here. I'm always learning something new. Before this, I worked in an American restaurant. I've been working in this Algerian restaurant for some time now. I'm always learning new things. Working with this team is a really great experience.
Number one thing about wherever I live is if there's a good takeaway pizza place. And pizza here is always very reliable. I'm from New Jersey. I know pizza, and it's very, very good. So the pizza service here, very friendly, very nice. Yeah, part of the community. Appreciate it.
It's a beautiful place, well organized. It gives us a friendly atmosphere. It's so important for Algerians to meet each other. Long live Algerian identity.
In San Francisco, a city shaped by movement and migration, this Algerian-inspired pizza restaurant is offering a space where the diaspora reconnects and keeps its identity alive.
And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.